Okay, it's loading up. This website used to be fast. Now I think it's just very popular. And this is like a super high resolution image. That's very high resolution. Look at that. Seven Sisters close up. While that's downloading, while we wait for some magic, because it says it's offline. Oh no, now it says live. Okay. We are live. Realize. But I haven't got Ableton loaded. So let's look at the pretty picture again. Woo, woo. It's hard to count the Seven Sisters when it's this zoomed in, weirdly. But when you can see this with your naked eye, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty sure that's it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's more than 7 stars there. Big ones. Big hot ones. It's been crazy. Loading up. Alright, pecs. I like sometimes hesitate going online live because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? And the best thing I can do is just go live and just like decide, just do anything. That's what I keep saying to everyone and to myself. Doesn't matter what you do, just drop something into a track. Your sequencer has to be loaded up at least, so you should load that up. And then I thought, oh, I could just do another bassline track because the last one was obviously really popular. Good question, Sausage Pizza 420. Always wing it, yeah. Am I good? And just getting by, you know. It's insane the amount of stuff I have to do before I can actually have time, evening time, me time. But I'm here now. It might only last an hour or less, but we'll see. How are you, Bex? So, sausage pizza. What do you recommend for a starter? I actually don't have. I'd say get Ableton, but Ableton is not cheap. But that didn't stop me when I first started out. I managed to get hold of Ableton, but there are other sequencers that you can get for free. There are free sequencers, and I think I really, if money isn't an issue, get Ableton. Definitely, 100%. That should always be like I guess that should be the advice. A friend, you still haven't sleep. I'm looking forward to a nice long sleep tonight, but that means I have to like be really disciplined and finish the live stream at like in an hour because I have a lot of sleep to catch up on. Hi, Mark. How you doing? What do you think is the answer to that question, Mark? What program do you recommend for a starter who is interested in making dubstep and bassline? How are you, Wayne? Pex, you've been finishing one today, and Pex, the question goes to you as well, I think. What do you use, Pex? Or what would you suggest to a starter? Would you say go straight in to like? I think Ableton's keeps it simple while allowing you to do very advanced things. Corporate guy. I'm not really a corporate guy, no. I'm more of a alternative guy. Don't me and the corporate world don't mix. Demos, CK. Sometimes we listen to demos. There's sometimes room. I listen to private ones eventually. Sometimes, if you're lucky, if you ask on a live stream, you might get one played on a live stream. But at the moment, I don't have much time to make music and live stream, so I prefer as understand to make music, rather than demo stuff. But I can demo stuff and listen to other people. Sorry, I can listen to people's demos like throughout the day in little tiny chunks. It's more manageable for me to do that. If you want to zone in 4/4 baseline, Reason, yeah, that's a good reason to choose Reason. FL, you got FL because it's karaki because it's in this extended trial period. I send this. You said this. Reason. Did you say that one? Yeah. Reason. OG bases were made. Yeah, it does. Yeah, a lot of tunes were made in classics. Were made in Reason. D&B. So you get me, CK. Yeah. Ableton Live, yes. Ableton Live 12 is the latest one. It does everything. There's also an alternative that's made from some of the people who left Ableton who made it, called Bitwig, which is a bit cheaper. And it works in the same way with the effect bar on the bottom. Visual sort of indication of where your effects are on each channel. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. That's what I hated about Reason. Yeah, I think having wires in the real world is necessary. It's like if you're wiring up any hardware, it's just there's no other way of doing it. Even Bluetooth couldn't competently wirelessly wire everything together. So yeah, it had to be wires. And if you're using like a modular system, yeah, it's definitely got to be wires for it to stay analog. But in a digital world, don't need that complexity, visual complexity. Obviously, that's how there are, like, if you look at the way Serum, you have like a modulation matrix, and that's as complex as it needs to be. It's just a list. I want oscillator A to affect the pitch of, I want LFO 1 to affect the pitch of oscillator A, and there's your wire. There's that floppy wire that would have been in Reason. Yeah, I tried so many. I tried like Moog, virtual Moog, since in the early days on computer, and they sounded amazing. They like took up all the processor power. But yeah, I didn't stick with them for more clever uses of a computer screen and a mouse to change your settings, connect stuff together. It was a killer, killed me. Somehow, I mean, if that's all you've got and that's what you do and you're used to doing it, then it works, doesn't it? George, evening, easy. The journey. Resin trance. Resin, make a bit of resin trance. Sticky, some sticky. Just oily trance. Burger Boy uses Reason. Oh, nice. I say nice. Burger Boy rings a bell. Bax. Fast burst, thank you. I might have to try this. Wait a minute. All well have good things. Don't get stuck. I like toys. Liam Zala. Thank you for following. Anglo Madida. Hi there, DJ NDF. No plugin. There's a plugin. Pex, if I remember, I think it was Subtractor. That's the one of the stock synths in Reason, is it? Gonna do some research probably with my. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, also, I'd advise try all of them because they all they all have trial versions. Yeah, yes, spend some time. I mean, if you really want to make great, I mean, I guess you find out whether you want to creating that way by messing with a sequencer, because you never know, your method might be best. Just, you know, get a analog 4-track tape and play some synth into it and just do it that way instead. Like, but the fact that you're on a computer right now, like the app, you probably are okay with using computers and screens. I'm just guessing. Mac. Yeah, they're all on Mac. Oh, I don't know if Reason's on Mac. Should be though. Should be. Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah, it is. I'm just guessing. Is Reason still updated? Mac. Yeah, Mac. Of course it is. I mean, like, Mac is the, like, creators. It's where creators are, like, said, come here, we'll take care of you. We're at Apple. We'll charge you double, but you can create with us. And it will all just work for 5 years, and then you'll have to pay for an update. And after 10 years, it won't work at all. It's not fair though. Like, I don't hate on Mac people, because PCs don't work after 10 years. Really, they're kind of useless. You can install Linux on them and do what with it? Just like maybe have it as a firewall in your house and consuming electricity inefficiently in the corner. Electricity is not as cheap as it used to be, but it's probably barely anything. You know, 200 watts. What are we making today? Well, after the success of making baseline for a second time, which there was a video I did, a clip of the live streams, and it went off. I thought I'd just see if I can lay another one down. Like, it started with a bass, and people are asking me to do like tutorials and everything. I'm like, where do you start? From the beginning, someone said. From the beginning, I'm like, okay, that's what I did last time. I'm going to do that again now. Pretty sure patches got leaked for it. Okay. Wrong from past comms. Did I get you wrong, Wayne? If you hit me a DM, I'll give you retransfer. Oh, nice. They were super kept twist. Any chance of you going through how you make a mid growl? That's going to throw me off. Wait, quickly though. Let's just do it. Let's do it, shall we? Mid growl. So get serum, of course. Let's get serum going. It's a challenge to do it. I could do it in operator and go down. I'm not sure if I could. It'd be harder to do. Or would it? Maybe I just don't know how to do it. Went pretty big in baseline under the dubwise. Nice. Not very baseline. They've just been bugging me for about a week. A mid growl. So like a D&B kind of. Right. It's from the beginning. It's got to have. I'm going to start with the wavetable. This was like the how I talked myself into doing sounds now. Like literally on a live stream a few days ago, I said this is the way to do it. Because it's a wavetable synth, of which there are many different wavetable synths out there. Serum's one of them. Start making a sound. Find a wavetable first that sounds as close as you can to what you've like got in your head. So a mid bass growl. See, anything that I come up with now will probably roughly suit in that to that type of sound, even though there's lots of different types of mid bass growls you can have. I don't know names for all the types. Could make them up. Yeah, minimal D&B sort of thing. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Are you trying to get me to make D&B on secretly here? It's when I have to catch up. It's when there's like been a million comments and I've got to like read them all. That's when it's like the Razor by NI. Ah, Razor. I've not heard of Razor. See, bassline basses don't need serum, and I proved that in that last track that I made because I used operator to do it. I think you just need the most important bit's the filter, and then you just put like a couple of square saw waves pitched octaves apart, and you're kind of like almost there. Reactor. See, I used to use Reactor. I used to be a big Reactor. Okay, let's do this. Digital. Where is this spectral ones? Monster. So everyone uses these monster ones. So we're almost there. What you could do is, I like to use references if I want to try and nail a sound. So if you have a mid bass that you have in mind on like a D&B track that you can think of, I could just quickly go to YouTube and go listen to it. That's easier than trying to guess. But let's say I wanted to do one. So noise. No, that's the first. How do I use them? I usually use FM actually. So we'll try FM it now. Do the bit of not that. Remove that. Millimar, thank you, Millimar, for following and sharing. Okay, end that outline. This will make it so much easier for me hearing. Well, wait, have I tabbed it in wrong? Enver outline. No such. Oh, underground. Let's go underground. not the sub that's going dun 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 dun, but the occasional boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom boom. I don't do enough tunes like that, actually. The cursor tracking is OBS with zoom to mouse and vertical plugin. I made a video on how to do it. You can see it on TikTok or YouTube. A lot of different, no props, a lot of different to what I make. Yeah, that was nice. Started sine waves yet. But that boom boom, that was like something else, wasn't it? That was like it's I'm gonna start with FM because there are some frequencies in there that were like and then a bit of boom boom. Sub cosmic drum. I've got some filter on it. I want some more underneath. I don't usually high pass till later on, but Demos DMB followed, thank you. Some dirt. You did say noise before as well, didn't you, Mark? Because a bit of noise would be good. Let's go for my pink noise. That pink noise sounds tuned. YOLO silver one. Ah, nice. Thanks. Slight bit of whoopage on the LFO. Boom, 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 boom. It's got a bit of grit in there. Some extra grit. So noise FM from the noise oscillator as well. I don't know if it's that gritty, but don't know. Stabilize the sub, take out the fundamental in the oscillator and replace it with the sub. Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah. It sounds like though on this, like I do that a lot, Mark, like sometimes I even high pass in the sequencer and then create a separate track that is just sine wave for even, like, you know, if you've already got the sound, you don't really want to change it, but you can just high pass it out. There's no unison. You can have unison there. It sounds a bit. Yes, could work if you random. If you don't want it the same every time. Yeah. But it sounds. Does it? Is it echoed as well? Oh yeah. It's definitely got a nice, gentle, like kind of reverb on it. Let's see if we can use the one that's in Serum, because it's not my go-to because it can't really do subtle. You can't put high pass on it. Oh no, you can. It just doesn't sound as spacey as that one. Oops. No, not a delay, no. It's like... Boom, boom. Square wave. Yeah, different to a decapitator. My equivalent to a decapitator, I guess, would be exciter. Or, well, maybe not exciter, but raw. Raw. But then I don't know what settings, you know, to get it like decapitator. But yeah, it sounds pretty. Saturn as well. This raw is quite good. I'm finding it. Like I'm trying to use the stock plugins more than I used to because there's more of them and the better now. But just because you can actually see it with a glance, without clicking any VSCs open. It sits there, doesn't it? Yeah, and you can have let's go for serial and do stage 2 as turn this reverb off and turn a bit more of even the hybrid reverb would sound pretty good. Serum Supermassive. You got expand. Tyler Gray, thanks for following. What's the sound I'm trying to get? Someone has asked, well, was it George? Was it you, George? This is not Studio One. This is Ableton Live 12. Do you think you could try and recreate one of my sounds in Serum? Yes, I would love to do that, Demos. Done that. Saturn is good too. I've used it less than I use to because I use Exciter, Ozone Exciter, or other thing, like just distort it in the filter. Yo. So yeah, we're trying to get a mid bass. Read the instructions. Ableton Echo. It is actually. Expand. Huns. 52. What do you mean expand? Are you using Serum? With that verb, route it to the sidechain itself, yeah. With a pre-delay. Convolution, yep. Early, Mr. G. Early, actually, it is early. I'm gonna go off early as well, so I can catch up on like weeks of missed sleep. Can never quite catch up. Ableton's bass plugins are so good, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it even has its own kind of serum with Wavetable, which I don't use because I use Serum. But if I didn't have Serum, I would use Wavetable. I've only scratched the surface of Wavetable, but I've seen some amazing stuff done with it. The only thing I don't like about hybrid reverb, it's great because it's a convolution reverb, and you just chuck any WAV in there. Great for sound design. But the normal reverb algorithms that come with it don't sound that good. Maybe I'm wrong. Is it? Oh, Ableton's massive for basses, yeah. Serum for subs and melodies, right? Are they? What could they do? There's a few things I thought of they could do, like control over the release and the attack. If you're doing like dynamic EQ, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Is that what they're doing? Is that yeah, you want it as well? Yeah, and also there was that they made, what's that other plugin? I think it was Volcano, where you can choose it. You can choose like band passes or filter types, and you can sort of use it like an EQ, but it's like tonal EQ, and it has different distortion per band. And I thought that would be really cool to have all in one in like a Pro Q, where if you wanted, you could just have some distortion on, 200 hertz, around 200 hertz. But why try and make something better that already works really well? Nailed the auto algorithm. Oh yeah, they did. I feel like I just want that control. I feel like I need it. Massive presets. So yeah, George, did that answer your question? Because you were saying about, was it you, George? I need more mid basses though. That one works kind of well, doesn't it? In that track, I've completely lost where it was. I'm not going to find it now. Yeah, George, it was you, mid bass growl. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Glad I could help. No idea. Massive presets. So let's listen to that again, because that's a nice tune. That it's nicely balanced. That's the snare. Fit like has its own space, which is like magic, really, isn't it? Because when the snare isn't playing, it sounds like there's loads of other. It sounds like the sound is full. I love that about D&B. Like, it's a struggle to get things that sound, to get things sounding that balanced without the snare sounding really distorted. It's good. Shall I save this? Shall I save it as a mid bass? I'm trying to start categorizing things because it's got your name on it, George. The built-in ones. Sidechain everything to the snare, yeah. Less so, yes, yeah. That's how I do it. I do just a little bit, and I used to do loads, and it just sounds really bad because if you look at the sub on a scope, it just disappears when there's a snare. It's just not right. Gate kept tricks. That's what we're all about here now, is it? Loving the gate kept tricks. Use a sine tone at 200 as the body. Got through the mix. Oh right, yeah, like a 200 hertz. A fundamental on the snare. Just a little boop. Did I get close then? Boop, boop, boop. It's bedtime. No, it's not. No. It's not. I know I have actually got another 20 minutes. Alright, you're talking to each other. But I thought it was directed at me, which I was nearly crying on the floor. Tom, get on disc. Disc. You can make the entire snare in Serum, yes. Yeah, do all your fundamentals like pure sine waves and then highly controlled, all blending with each other and not phasing. Does that come after though? Do you like write the whole tune first and it sounds like it's a bit messy and then in the mixing stage that's when you like high pass everything pretty much and then reconstruct the bottom end? Or do you just get the sounds right from the beginning? Or a bit of both? Yeah. Yes to all of that. Right, I've got me mid bass. Oh, now I should make D&B. I should like move off 140 for the next 20 minutes, shouldn't I? 175. My phone sounds like it's ringing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stick to 140. Oh gosh, drums. Drum and bass drums that sound good. On a blank. I swear drum and bass is the hardest genre to make. It's my favourite. But I just... Where do we even begin? I know it depends. That's the trouble. If I knew what D&B I wanted to make, maybe I should try and emulate that. What you sent, what George sent. It's got like Oh, those hi-hats, I still can't get that kind of hi-hat without, you know, I could just go on Sound Loop Cloud and get. It's the sound of the hi. Yeah, it is. It is to do with the groove as well. But the groove is controlled by not just the shuffle, but the velocity, or even just volume might not do it either. It might need to be like a more intense kind of. It sounds like it's splattered. All the hi-hats, I think most of the hi-hats I've got in my samples, like they've quite a strong attack, and that's not what that is it? Maybe it is a bit. But they kind of sound splattered, the high frequencies. Is that just the compression? Is that because I've got a free SoundCloud? Is it free? Have I not got Pro? I thought I had Pro. Maybe it's run out. Profile. No, I've got Pro, but I don't. It sounds like it could be a 192, but maybe that's what makes a good hi-hat sound. I don't know. Atmospheres. I find get creative juice. Yeah. I was going to buy a load of atmospheres, but I've got an out-of-date version of Contact that won't run them. And I didn't have the money to upgrade, so it's not happening. But yeah, there's like this huge plugin company. They're kind of like a sample maker for kind of primarily for Contact. And they're like selling their entire collection for like 25 quid. And I was like, some of those atmospheres sound good. And it would help me, lay down an intro pretty quick. But yeah, it's something I've always struggled with is atmospheres. It's something I need to work on, which is why I should do it now and practice it, right? Definitely. So let's add another serum. Bricks. 1/8 in Hackney bricks. To try and make that sound. Wait, so Demos, you said you were going to send. Did you already send it? You were going to send the track for me to try to like make the sound. Was that, I don't know what you said. Without me scrolling up. Insta. Because there's a link on my TikTok to Insta. It's probably quickest. Or just email it. terrapastel@gmail.com. Bricktone challenge. What is that? Sound. Just got Small Fry Steven. Just got DAS sound system. Dynamic 8. Power 8 channel sound mixer for free. Get in. Burston. I've never heard of Burston. Is that a real place? Burston, yeah, Burston Chippy. Everyone knows Burston Chippy. Sorry, I'm just making stuff up. Bricktone. No, Wayne. Who? How are you, Wayne? Are you okay? Are you good, mate? Drums and bass. Drum and bass. Brickstone. Brickstone. That sounds familiar. Bristol. No, there's another place that sounds like Brickstone. Yeah, I'm good. I'm. Yeah, London. Go there. It's all going off there. I'm good. Yeah, I have lots of sleep to catch up on, so I will soon. So maybe I made some drum and bass drum kits. I mean, I've made that many D&B tunes. I should have saved some of them now, right? Instead of having to load up the projects again. Some of them worked. Some of them were good. But I didn't save them. We got samples. When do we want it? Now. Breaks. You could start with a break, couldn't you? Save preset. Yeah, it is. I'm doing it more now. And like since I've started doing live streams, I'm actually practicing what I preach more. Because is it because everyone's watching? Oh, so even if no one's watching, it's like going on a record. It's like breaks. So I don't really want to start with a break, but starting with some. Yeah, no, I've not really done any good. Here's what I usually do anyway. Let's just do that. My usual method is just build a kit from scratch. Do it every single time. Drum rack in there. XO in here. And then put the lime in the coconut. Yeah. Old school breaks for sure. Shell. NX Nuz 7. Shell Nuns. Shell Nuns. Drones. Oh yeah, we were doing drone. Forgot about that. I feel like I should start with drums, but no, you're right. I'm gonna start with drums for now. For the instant feedback that it gives. Drones are different head zone, aren't they? Maybe that's why I don't make them. So we're gonna just whack. Oh, that just sounds bad, like a bad kick. Literally any few kicks will do. So I'm just gonna put 4 in. Right, snares, stretch snares. Tell you what we're gonna do is load up Loop Cloud because I did buy some nice new snares. Yamaha drum kit for drums. Is that like a digital drum kit? Drone atmospheres fold. It would be good to have a. Mark, do you have drone do you have like loads of presets, or do you have like loads of WAVs recorded into WAVs so you can just sort of like drag them in? Because it would be better if I had folders full of WAVs because you can hear what they sound like without loading them up. Don't show again. Don't show again. Right, let's move this. Go to collections, beats, and then snare. See, they sound like really nice, like tight. That's got some ring to it. We can even do the genre, but it doesn't matter much. Did I already do that one? Yes, no. Right, okay. Now let's go for hi-hats. Hi-hats almost always sound the same, don't they? Put all of those in. And then I'm only choosing Loop Cloud right now because I've got loads of new stuff and I was just thinking it might be useful, but right. That's it. Kick, snare, hi-hats. We don't need to do any more than that, I don't think. Right. Kick 2, so yeah. Alright. Useful plugin. Analog. Oh no, Addicted Drums is good for like analog, for acoustic sounding drums. You're on PC. I am. SFS Kick 2. Is it SFS? I know Kick 2 is like one of my favourites because of the control that you can have. So you can just shorten it and it'll still sound good. And what I'll end up doing is swapping out one of these kicks that I've got here for something that I can control. Because they all have, I can't even see what frequencies they're using, I'm just guessing. Ooh. Start there, shall we? Sticks. Yeah, it is. Have you seen? There's that other one. There's a competitor which does. It's got a different interface, quite different. It's quite in your face. It has been mentioned on the live stream before, and that looks really good. If I was to choose one now, I'm with Kick 2 now, and I don't need to change now, but I would use that one because you can change the phase. There's like a phase drag thing, where if it's not in phase with your bass, you can just like drag it to the left a little bit and line it up. But you can do. There's ways of doing that in Kick 2, isn't it? I'm sure you know. Use that long open as a crash, surely. Should have won Ghost Hit. Ghost Hits? They're hard to do Ghost Hits. Like in MIDI. They don't sound right. Thanks, Cosmic Drum. You're going to sleep because you're wise. I'm going to sleep soon because I want to be wise too. I have so much sleep to catch up on. I felt rough all day today and the day before and the day before that. Kai just goes and the memory doesn't work. Beyond that, it's like, what have I been doing? You're quick. Tickfinity, so you can have text to speech in your comments. Oh yeah. That I could hear that, couldn't I? And still work at the same time. Yeah, no, you're right. You did suggest that to me before, Adam. Thank you. Tickfinity. I'll keep it loaded up in my browser so that I remember to look into it. Nice. Cheers. Cheers to that ginger dad. Sweet dreams. Then you need to keep going back. Yeah. Right. What's that sound I had before? So here's me skipping the atmospheres again every time. It's too much fun making D&B, I swear. This is the atmosphere now. Liquid top loop. Didn't sound as good there though. I can't make. There's two different kind of D&B tunes, right? There's the mono, like where it's just kind of one note. I bet this isn't just one note, is it? It is. And then there's tunes that go off that use a different bass note. And I always like to do the latter. I can't resist. And you can even have ones that just do one note, and there's melodic bass, mid bass above it, and it sounds melodic, but when you hear it on a sound system, it's the same subnote. And I like both of them, but I just have to I don't know. I just like to use tuned subs, but it's not always the best option because sound systems sometimes love just that one frequency, that like wherever key it's in, you know, like a dun 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 dun. That was an F, that tune, and probably F is most sound systems can handle it, can't they? Wherever you go. Scrapped. A reference. Scrapped by Noisia, and then I want to cry and quit. This is Noisia. I don't use Noisia for references for this reason. I don't know what I'm about to hear, but it's going to just blow my face off. Here we go. The Masters. That snare. It's not too loud, that snare, is it? The sounds are almost louder than it. Mod you. Oh, you'll have to tell me how to do that. That's mostly one though, isn't it? Mostly one sub frequency, but so much stuff is going on every couple of seconds. There's some phrases are repeated, and then some are repeated but slightly modulated, and yeah, masters at it. All those little drum hits behind in the background. It's a lot of work going into it. Or like 3 people, 3 heads. Oh, nice one. DJ NDF, Ginger Dad, thank you. Francisco Torres, thank you for following, sharing. The stereo field, yeah. I've only got one headphone on when I do this for some reason. Dub, yeah. Melodic bass, subline. Subline, is that what it's called? It's called a subline. Sublime. Finding your style, yeah. I've never found one that I can settle on. As the more tunes I make, though, the more I just like to make something different than what's out there, but that's not what people like. They like familiarity. I mean, you can just look at Autica, you know, not electronic music that sounds like nothing else, and doing it just doing it fully, doing that thing that they do. Nothing sounds like it. Or if you try and make something that sounds like that, it sounds like Autica, but not as good. Foley, yes, Foley going on as layers. Second drop. Good drum roll. Dirty. It's filth. Sleep. You will go crazy. I know. I can push it for a little bit longer and then I have to go. Thanks for sharing, Ginger. That Ginger Dad. Discord. I have got a Discord. I do have a Discord, but I've not used it yet. I've used it. It's running in the background now, but I've not done what to do with it yet. I'm thinking it might be a good place to share tracks for people if they want to share tracks for me to listen to, for all of us to listen to each other's tracks. It seems like it might be a good place for that. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, just our feedback channel, right? Trying to get subsonic sounding club, but they use 6-foot speakers. Six foot. That sounds big enough for down to at least 35 hertz, surely. Most tunes sit above 35 or on 35 and above. But 6 foot sounds like it might go down a little bit lower. I don't know. I want to make what I've just heard. I want to try and make that, but that's like the hardest. It'd be making Dillinge is hard as well, to get that tonal fullness that's in one of his basses kicks, and it's all quite distorted, isn't it? But the thing about Noisia is it sounds clean. I know it is being distorted, like it's being pushed right up to the clip, and then they're just making room for it, and it just sits there. Find your audience. Yeah. Works in progress. Yeah. Send my Discord. Oh yeah, nice one. Yeah, I will add you on there. I know. And do you know what? Like 3 brains as well. You can tell that's that's not just one guy. Like there's so much going on there. It's like, and there's room for it. There's room for them all to go. No. We should definitely have triplets on this bit. And we should not have triplets on the next bit. I can't think that fast in a session. All right, Jay, how's it going? And I've seen some of their. I should probably pay for some of their like Patreon stuff, because they talked about how they made some of their tracks, haven't they? And I've heard half of it, one of them, and they give you that for free, and then they say, look at the other half, pay for it. And there was some really cool tricks in there, like using convolution. I've started doing that a bit more, but using convolution and just putting weird sounds in it. Oh, there's something I could try. Oh, I didn't record what I did, but it was something like. Should we just put that down? £20 a month. Do you? I feel like I should. You know, like there's some which are really worth going for. Like the noisy one, especially. I think the Virtual Riot, I would like to be able to download some of the stuff he makes. Oh, you vid? Have you got a vid up? D&B versus Jungle. Sounds old. This it's like an old D&B tune, like a Dark Side. Do. Oh yeah, no, that could be the next bass bit. What are we getting into here? And then we'll put an atmosphere in the beginning. We'll do it. Right, user, bass. Course pitch. Meftress, yeah, as well. I'll check out your vid. I will check out your vid after this. That's another reason why I should go soon. Yeah, everyone check out Jay's D&B versus Jungle DJing. Teacher and live computer DJ. Nice. Well, it might be quicker for you though. I feel like mine's disorganized. Mine's just like, those are just sample packs. All mine is that's, I suppose I've made all these folders on there. need to change this to global pitch. We need to choose, let's go for a triangle. Triangle. Brain's not working now. That's just not sounding how I want it to sound. Da -da -da. It's just making it worse. I am. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. It's not what I was after, but it could work. Whoops. Do you know what? Sarah needs an undo button. It really does. Why hasn't it got one? Oops. Anyone know why? Can you give me like a logical reason? Because the rest of it's pretty logical, like really nicely laid out. Control Z. I think, do you know, you're right. I think you can for some things, but some things don't undo. And then you're like, you press undo and it doesn't undo it, and you're like, what has undoed? What has just been undone? Like, what is it? Something in the project that I can't see behind here that I just did? Gets me worried, so I just don't use it. You know, they can just put a nice fat button there, undo, like every other phase plan has it. What massive donkey on it. I don't know what I'm doing. What kind of D&B? This should be the question, shouldn't it? What kind of D&B do I want to make? Maybe I want to make this kind of D&B, but not right now. So I'm gonna do this is how I get out of this sticky situation. I'm gonna give it a name that's WX. Word beginning with X. Gonna have to go to a word finder because X is, when you get to the bottom end of the alphabet, it gets really hard. Celluloid, what's that? Yeah, that'll do. Wood, never heard of it. It's unnecessary, that's what it is. Unnecessary word, but there we go. It's woody. And then we're gonna steal the beat, bounce it. I'm going to start again with a different bass. No, atmosphere. Yeah, so, and then that will end tonight's. Then I've covered everything temporarily. Atmosphere. What is an atmosphere? Serum's boss, yeah. That's what I want to load up phase plan to make an atmosphere because it has a grain synth. But do you know what? I think I might avoid all that and use something I was slagging off in earlier live streams. and it's built into Ableton now. And it's called Granulator, or is it something like that anyway? Granulator 3. Let's just see if we can get rid of this echo on it. Right. Can't find the China people because TikTok and Facebook don't do they'll. Yeah, I mean, I do see some Chinese and foreign other country videos, and they do show up sometimes, which is good. Like, I love that South Korea tried to do a military coup, and the people were like, get out of here. And then the rest of the world didn't want to talk about it. Funny. It's a long answer. Just look at, what's his name? The guy tried to do it. Just South Korea coup, I think, might give you results. Anyway, I try not to be. Try and keep this world we have is all about music. Let's just keep it like that. Granulator. I need just a sound. I have sounds, a vocal sound or something that's drones. See, these will all be terrible. No, I can't use these. Let's use a loop cloud sound, a vocal sound, and really mess it up. Vocals. That sounds too cheery, that, to be an atmosphere. Okay, I know. Let's do. Let's just record. We have rolling sampler, don't we? It's not running. There it is. Right, this magic piece of thing. You can see it at the top there. Grab that like straight out of there and put it straight in here like that. Like magic. And then I'm gonna play it. It's harder to get. Filter. Filter, there we go. But how do you change the Okay, now just a big reverb, but not too big. Let's go for a bit of Valhalla vintage verb, 16 beats. The brakes plug-in. The brakes. Was that the one, the XLN audio one, where it records from your phone? Alex, thanks for following. So let's try just hi-hats as well. This sounds very atmospheric or not. And as soon as you put it in a reverb, it's potentially any sound good, right? This might sound better as a bass, mid bass. Oh, not me. No, I've got no time to be a gamer anymore. The last game I really played a lot of was Minecraft. But originally Quake. Quake is the one. Are you a big gamer, Wayne? Call of Duty, yeah. Popular one, that. Slimy! What is bro cooking? Some D&B. I went off track tonight. I went off 140. Doom. Yeah, Doom as well. I love watching people play Doom on YouTube, like all the mad like mods, those levels with like 20,000 fucking 20,000 enemies on it. They're just insane. Like someone's just constantly shooting for like 30 minutes. They're well mad. I'm using a bass to make an atmosphere. It's this. Wise or sensible. I don't know. Alright, James. Back to basics, struggle with the structure. Copy like a popular tune. Maybe don't start with noisier. Start with, you know, yeah, just write it down. Just do an intro that's that long, and then do a build that's that long, and then do the drop that's that many beats long. And it's something, structures of tunes is something that's, they're kind of like more fundamental things There's not many variations. Like there's a few variations of structures that work so well that, like, I swear, like 90+% of all tunes use one or two, use one of these types of structures. Obviously it changes as the decades go on, because a tune main now might only have like a 64 beat or less. They might even only have like a 32 beat intro. Or less. It might even be 16. Like just a quick build and then it started. So obviously, like, there's things like that you can still have like artistic control over, but to make it, there's modern variants of structures that, like, most are just reused, really. And there's no shame in, like, you don't have to be original in every single part of your music production. There's some things that work. The fact that you're using a 12-tone scale and a piano with 12 notes in an octave just proves that, you're already using an established way of making music. So don't try and reinventing the wheel sometimes. I'm telling this to myself as well, because I'm always reminding myself, like, don't. Wheels work well, they work fine. Right, James, yeah, all good. I'm about to go to bed. Laptop. Oh, other James. Oh yeah, wait. Hang on a minute. Two Jameses. All right, you've got two accounts, right? Because I know them both as you. So. Teach math and English. Doom guitar. Teach math and English like Doom guitar. Okay, that's quite a mad, like, totally different comparison thing. But I've never been taught Doom guitar. But I imagine you've got long hair and you're probably staring down the whole time. I don't know. Doom. FM Doom. There's a lot in that status there, like, to unpack, really. Status. I call everything status. Why? Message. There's a format. Yeah, no, you do. You have to listen to other people's tunes and analyze them, and not necessarily copy, but just simulate, emulate, and then it will sound. And then I think more than anything, what I get from doing it is the confidence. So if you get the structure, like 90% of other D&B tune structure out there, you know that your structure's not a problem then. What you do with the structure, like how good your builds are, then become more important. Shifting the focus of what needs to be practiced and worked on more. I feel like my atmospheres are weak. My structure is good. I understand structure now pretty well, but things like atmosphere, like, come last in my head. But they are, like, a really important part of a build-up of a tune is creating suspense, which should lead me to my next decision. This kind of, like, builds suspense, doesn't it? So I might be hitting on something. Oh, that's the phone account. 2 accounts. Interesting. But I need to make it DJ safe. Yeah, so definitely, if you want to make it DJ safe, then you definitely want to use, like, one that's been and gone. Just use, like, a classic. Look at a tune from 2 years ago or something, and that's still getting played. Obviously, there's something good about it. And just borrow from it, steal from it. Everyone else does. Now, the whole of the jungle movement is, like, sampling of everything. Well, to be fair, though, it's like jungle. If you look at jungle tunes, there are some jungle tunes that are, like, totally doing their own structure thing. Not like Terminator by Goldie. Is not even DJ friendly. it's completely off time. It's just all over the place. But that's an exception. Those tunes are exceptions. I think for me personally, what I'm trying to do is, and have tried to do, is just nail making tunes that structures that generally work, because DJs know what's about to happen next with them. So like I've released like 30 tunes over a 2-year period, about 2 or 3 years ago, D&B, and they all pretty much use the same structure. Quite long intros, but that's just how I like making tunes, is just having not super long, like, you know, like 1 minute 20 before they kick in, something like that. That's interesting, James. Yeah. The background is 80% of a track. James knows what he's talking about. And I need to listen to James sometimes, because he says stuff like that, and it makes me think I should give more importance to the background. UK Billy, long time no see. How long's it been, Billy? Because I can't remember. Sorry. You might be. I mean, it does you do sort of sound familiar, Billy. Billy, have you been time tripping again? Oh, right, no way. How come you changed your name? I like this, but it sounds like it needs to go louder in one of the bits, so I might have to automate it. Or should we scan slower? Like. It goes a bit quiet at the end there. Scan even slower. Like. It's hard work pressing that mouse button, you know. Filter. Envelope 1. Let's have a bit of decay on it. TikTok has the name sync feature. Alright. Yeah, well, I mean, you just log in, don't you? I did have some troubles getting my. I think I was logged in on my phone and I couldn't get it to log in on my browser. And I got it in the end, but yeah, there was a not easy bit about it. And then once it was done, it worked. Beam off by Simula. Oh, I need to bloody go. Not listen to another tune. Right, I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to go. Because Simula is a great shout. Because Simula makes amazing tunes. Wait, let's not get too hasty. Oh, is this? I need this tune. I never got it. Silence. I love that. I mean, compared to Noisia, it's it sounds quite simple. There are less sounds going on, but the sounds out there are really good, and the way they're positioned and cut off and the timings are like just amazing. Let's go to the drop. Wait for the silence. It's a mad bit. That. It's just that just increases everything a bit. Just having a mad silence. Love it. Good shout with a get out. Maximizing minimalist. Yeah, by having less, it's more, isn't it? But anyway, I've done some progress. I've done to one bounce. This is going to be my second bounce. X, Y. So we need a word beginning with Y now. Controls. Wait. Oh my god, I am actually really tired. From feel how tired I am now. It's really bad. We already bounced this now. So Control Shift S. Y. Because. Just because. Why? Yep. You don't listen to everything. I don't listen to everything, and I should. Good night and God bless Wayne A. King. Your. Yeah, I'll call it your. Pitch your and all that. Right. And bounce, and then I'm gonna like get this rest. I'm only 40 minutes late to the sleep, so we're not doing too bad. Better than being 2 hours late, isn't it? By the time I get in bed, it'll be 1 hour, a full hour late of lateness. But yeah, good night, everyone. Good chatting to you. Good seeing you all. We did some D&B tonight, which was totally unexpected. Right, happy Monday. Have a happy Tuesday. I won't listen to all comments. Just the. How do I know which ones to not listen to then? It's not that easy, is it? Right, have fun. Happy bouncing, jumping. In a bit, yo.